Hi, welcome to the Mountain View College online Accuplacer Prep Workshop. This workshop is designed to explain what the Accuplacer assessment is, why it's important, what information you can expect to be tested on, and identify ways that you can prepare before taking it. The Accuplacer is an assessment that will test you on skills that you already have. It's important to put forth your best effort so that you can place as high as possible in your course level when you start school here at Mountain View College. Your scores on the Accuplacer determine your skill level in reading, math, and writing. These scores will determine which courses you are prepared to take. This chart shows all of the different placement levels that a student may place in after taking the Accuplacer. All of the classes starting with the letter D are what we call developmental courses. Developmental courses are designed to build your skills so that you're able to eventually progress to college-level work. After completing a sequence of developmental courses, students are ready to begin taking college-level courses. Sometimes, even when you do your very best on the Accuplacer, you may not place into college-level courses at the start. But keep working hard if you need to go through developmental courses. You will get to college-level classes. If you feel like you're struggling in any class, be sure to use support services like free campus tutoring available in the Instructional Support Learning Centers to help you make it through. Make sure you stay focused on your classes. If you have to take developmental courses, keep working hard and you'll get to college level and soon be on your way to your goals. Be sure to take the Accuplacer seriously. It affects your placement into classes, your time, and your money. Let's look at some of the details of the Accuplacer. It is very important that you understand that the Accuplacer is not a pass or fail type of exam. In fact, it's impossible to fail the Accuplacer because the test is designed to place you at the level of coursework, where you are best able to learn. So no matter where you place on the exam, Mountain View's advisors can help in selecting the best courses for you. The Accuplacer is untimed, except for the writing sample or essay. Most first-time test takers easily complete the Accuplacer within 4 to 5 hours. The entire test is computerized. It is not a paper and pencil test, even for the writing section. You will be provided with a computerized calculator for the parts of the math section that will allow you to use a calculator. The only thing you need to bring with you on test day is a photo ID. The place where you take your exam is the testing center, located in room S2101. All portions of the test are multiple choice, except for the essay. The Accuplacer is an adaptive test. That means that the difficulty of each question will depend on how you answered the previous question. The questions will get harder and worth more points as you answer correctly. You get less points when you answer incorrectly. The higher the points, the better the score. Because the test is designed this way, for all multiple choice questions, you must submit an answer in order to move on to the next question. You cannot go back to the previous questions. After completing the Accuplacer, it is important that you discuss your scores with an academic advisor. Advisors are located in room S2053. It is in the advising center where someone will be able to help you interpret your scores and select classes, not the testing center. The Accuplacer may be retaken once per semester. It is free the first time that you test. Retests range from $10 to $40 within the DCCCD, depending on how many sections of the test you wish to retake. Remember that taking the test seriously and doing your best the first time is to your greatest benefit. Your Accuplacer scores will count at any DCCCD college. They may also count at other Texas institutions. You may be asking yourself, why do I have to take the Accuplacer? As we've stated before, one of the most important reasons is because the college uses Accuplacer test results to determine which level of coursework you will be most successful in, so that we will place you in the correct courses. Another reason is that it is a state legal requirement for the college. The Texas Success Initiative, or TSI, mandates that incoming students must take a TSI-approved test before starting college. The Accuplacer is TSI approved, but there are other approved tests as well. Other TSI-approved tests include the ACT, SAT, THEA, Asset, Tax, and Compass. We recommend that you take the Compass exam instead of the Accuplacer if your primary language is not English, or you were raised with English but have difficulty with the language. Scores from this test are designed to place students in ESOL courses in listening, speaking, reading, writing, and grammar in preparation for college-level courses for credit. For more information on the Compass test, contact Mountain View's Advising Center. Now let's discuss what's on the Accuplacer. The Accuplacer measures your skills in writing, reading, and math. Your writing skills are assessed in two parts: sentence structure, multiple choice, and writing, essay. Students who want to complete their core courses, transfer to a university, or are pursuing an Associates of Arts or Science degree will also be assessed on their computer literacy skills. Please be sure to ask your academic advisor if you will be required to complete the computer literacy portion of the assessment. Now we'll give you some inside tips and show you a few sample problems from the reading, writing, and math sections. Let's review the reading section first. The reading assessment will assess your ability to understand and apply information that you read. The stories that you'll be asked to assess are usually no more than 4 sentences, but they'll be packed with information. You may be asked to determine the main idea, make an inference or educated guess about a paragraph, and determine the relationship between 2 sentences. Do they support each other, contradict each other, etc.? You may also be asked about the author's purpose or tone of the passage and the meaning of words within the context of the paragraph. The reading comprehension assessment is adaptive. This means you will be given certain questions based on your response to the previous question. The problems will become more difficult as you answer correctly and easier if you answer incorrectly. Reading comprehension consists of 20 multiple-choice questions, and it's untimed. Many of your questions will be phrased in this manner. You will need to carefully read the passage to choose the correct answer. As you read the passage, think about its content. Take your time to carefully read and understand the passage. Once you've read the passage, review the question to determine what you're looking for. Now read the passage again and predict the answer to the question you were asked. Read all of your possible choices and refer back to the passage to support your answer. You may also use the process of elimination and finally select the best answer. Apply the strategies we just reviewed to answer this question. The main idea is that students who hope to avoid math may have math anxiety. Support for this answer is found in the paragraph. These students who hope to avoid math, may be suffering from math anxiety, an overwhelming fear of the subject rather than an intellectual impairment. In sentence relationship questions, you will be asked to identify the relationship between 2 sentences. You will need to be aware of transition words and logical connections. These are 5 common relationships. Let's take a look at this example. Using the process of elimination, we can say that D is not the answer. These sentences do not say the same thing. We can also eliminate C. The first sentence doesn't introduce the second. The second sentence can stand alone, make sense on its own. We have 2 choices left, A and B. What do you think the correct answer is? The sentences contradict each other. A, the first sentence, implies that Americans can easily travel the country, while the second sentence states that traveling the country is severely limited. Now let's review the 2 parts of the writing portion of the Accuplacer. Here are a few things to remember about the writing essay portion. When you get to this portion of the assessment, it will ask you if you want to skip this section. You do not want to skip. Your essay score, combined with your sentence skills score, will be required to place you in courses. Be sure to write multiple paragraphs. This means you'll want to start a new line and indent for each new paragraph. You will be prompted to write 300 to 600 words. Though it is not absolutely necessary, we recommend writing closer to 600 words. The prompt will be persuasive in nature. This means you'll need to use your opinion to convince the reader whether you agree or disagree with the topic at hand. Unlike the other sections of the Accuplacer, the essay is timed. You will be given 60 minutes, so use your time wisely. The Accuplacer is graded by the computer. Your essay will be graded on focus, organization, development, and support of your argument, sentence structure, and mechanics and grammar. Since this section is timed, you will want to use it wisely. We suggest the following. Take your first 10 or 15 minutes to organize your thoughts. You will have scratch paper, so jot down your ideas as they come to you. With the next 30 minutes, type your essay without editing. Get your words onto the screen in an organized manner. And take the last 15 minutes to check for focus, organization, sentence structure, and spelling. Here are a few tips to remember when writing your essay. You can use the 5-paragraph rule: an introduction, 3 supporting paragraphs, and a conclusion. Or you can use the 4-paragraph rule with only 2 supporting body paragraphs. Be sure to include a topic sentence stating your reason or main point at the beginning of each supporting paragraph, and include a specific example within each body paragraph. In your introductory statement, use language from the prompt to create your thesis statement. Your 2 or 3 supporting paragraphs should be 3 separate and distinct reasons that support your point of view. This is where you will expand on your ideas. Your introduction and conclusion can be brief. This is a prompt that has been used on the Accuplacer. When writing your essay, you want to first determine your point of view. Do you support the idea that participation in organized sports should be mandatory, or should participation be optional? This will be expressed in your introduction. After you've made your decision, develop 2 or 3 reasons that can support your stance. Conclude by restating your thesis. The next portion of the Writing Accuplacer focuses on sentence skills. This section is untimed. There will be 20 multiple-choice questions in 2 formats. You will be asked to correct or rewrite the sentence. In sentence correction questions, you will be asked to replace a portion of the sentence. You may want to read the sentence with each replacement option to see which makes the most sense. This portion is untimed, so take as long as you need. Which answer is correct? The correct answer is D. In questions where you're asked to rewrite the sentence, you will be shown a sentence and asked to rewrite a portion of it to make more sense without changing its meaning. This portion of the test is untimed, so you may want to write out the question with each answer choice. The correct answer here is C. She was often interviewed because she was a female jockey. Makes more sense than the other choice options. Let's talk a little bit about how the math section works. This section is untimed, so take as long as you need. You are not able to skip questions, so be sure to select the best answer for each problem. All students start off with problems in elementary algebra. Now, if you don't do well here, you will start to see arithmetic problems. This will mean placement in developmental math courses to prepare you for future success in college-level math. Now, if you do well with elementary algebra questions, you'll be taken to college algebra problems. And if you do well with college algebra problems, this means you'll be placed in college algebra courses or higher. Remember, you will always start with elementary algebra problems, and then you will either see arithmetic or college algebra questions, depending on how well you do. But you will not see both. Again, don't worry if you struggle in math, because this is not a pass or fail situation. The Accuplacer is designed to place you in the right courses so that you will succeed in college. And don't forget all our support services, such as free tutoring at Mountain View College, to further help you make it through. Now that you're familiar with the purpose and content of the Accuplacer, let's discuss some tips to ensure that you will be prepared to take the Accuplacer. First tip, don't rush. Although it may be tempting to rush and complete the exam to register for classes, it is in your best interest to take your time on each question. You don't have to take the Accuplacer the day you hear about it. The form that an advisor provides is valid for 30 days. Keep in mind that for your convenience, the testing center is also open Saturdays. Next tip, make sure you have enough time to take it. The average student takes between 3 to 5 hours to complete the exam. However, budget enough time in your personal schedule to allow ample time to complete the exam. The next tip may be obvious. In addition to taking your time while taking the exam, studying ahead of time will likely ensure a better score. There are reviews available online. Go to this link to check them out. The Advising Center has a hard copy of sample problems and answers available for students as well. Also, be aware that as the beginning of each semester approaches, the testing center is busy. So if you can, get to school early to avoid long lines. With preparation, you'll do great. Last but not least, relax. Although it is easier said than done, make sure to try to relax. Like with other tests, you want to make sure that you're well rested before the exam. If you're feeling overwhelmed while taking the exam, stop, take a deep breath, gather your thoughts, and continue. Thank you for watching this Accuplacer preparation video. We're happy to have you at Mountain View College, and we know that you have what it takes to accomplish your goals.